So, first thing, another assignment. If you can, go to Google, type in Google. What is the percentage of failures for IUL policies? And Google's going to spit out some information for you. Now, I'm going to kind of tell you what it is, but I want you to actually look for yourself. And Google's going to tell you that IUL policies fail within the first 20 years that they issued. And it gives you the reasons. They say, now, why are you beating up on IUL? Well, I don't think they're great policies. And the other thing is they are not being sold the way they are intended to be sold. So what does that mean? They're telling people, oh, be your own bank, take out policy loans. That's not why the cash account exists for any cash account policy. I'm going to tell you why the cash account exists. The cash account is there because the older you get, the more expensive your insurance costs based on your age. So a person who is young can get a lower rate on insurance, but a person who's older, the insurance is going to be very big. Now, how big are we talking about? I'm going to give you an example of guaranteed acceptance life. There's commercials about it. You know what commercials I'm talking about. And it's $9 and change per unit. What is a unit? A unit is generally, most companies say a unit is $1,000 of insurance. That's what most companies offer. But this particular company, based off your age, is going to offer more per unit if you're younger, like 50. And as you become older, like 75 years old, the amount you receive per unit will be lower. So what do I mean? 50-year-old woman who gets a policy with these companies, the max you could get is $50K, $50,000. But a unit is worth maybe $2,000. So 50 divided by 2 is 25. You would need 25 units to have $50,000 in coverage if your per unit value is $2,000. Now, as you get older, let's say in your 70s, one unit is no longer worth $2,000. It is worth $500. So now you have to buy more units to equal 50,000. What does that look like in prices? So I can tell you, because I looked the company up and I saw their rate chart, 50,000 in coverage for a young person, relatively young. 50, that's relatively young. It's not old. Who said 50 was old? That coverage can run anywhere from $250 a month and up. For a male, it could be more. Males generally cost more to insure. So a male might be $300, so something like that in the $300 range, right? For 50,000 in coverage. But as you become older, senior citizen in your 70s, that rate can go as high as hundreds more, which is like $500, $600, $700, $800 a month for $50,000 in guaranteed whole life coverage. That's a lot of money. So I'm making you aware of this because some people is like, oh, I'm going to get one of these guaranteed policies. The guaranteed policies are generally for people who's just looking for final expenses. Their policies do not go above $50,000 for this particular company I'm talking about. You know what company I'm talking about. So just keep that in mind.